Just parked up in Warmington village and we're going for a walk. Some of it's on the Nene way, and we're going to go through Elton to Fotheringhay Castle. Jane's getting a reflective jacket on, I don't know why. The underpass. Warmington Mill. Quick look round the corner. Nene way to Fotheringhay. Yeah. Lovely old mill. Jane, slow down. And we can hear a pump running, and on the right hand side they grow raspberries under the covers. The building about there is Elton Hall. There's an aeroplane coming over. I'll see if I can take a photo of it with my other camera. Oh, we've got a bridge. I'll go over the bridge, you can have a paddle. God, I wish you wouldn't have that bright jacket on. It blasts the camera picture out. This is my work I'm doing here. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Is it spring loaded? There we go. Just coming into the village of Elton. There's a few lambs sitting under the trees, and there's the Elton church just there. And going along this lane. Jane's getting cold because the sun's gone in. That's Elton church in front, and the clouds. We're just going to have a little sit down. This is Chapel Street, and we're coming into Middle Street. Yeah. Mill House. I can walk on the grass. Pub's down there. Flood relief channel. So it goes into that field. Floods that field. Yeah. Elton Mill. Found a nice place for coffee break, and The mill's just there, Elton Mill. It'll do nicely. Little old bridge, some lovely old trees. While we're having Taylor's coffee, roast number 4, and that bag should do both of us, shouldn't it? And we got the Army cook set, gas burner, and the windshield, a couple of mugs, and this is where we are, and there's the water. And Jane forgot the cookies. Just had a hasty retreat, cattle turned up, but they're the other side of the water. Didn't realise that at the time. They can be very nosy. And you're still drinking your coffee. Let's go and have a look at the water, shall we? Fish. Louse, yeah. Louse fish to swim up the river. The walk now is across several fields, so over this little bridge, and directly behind Jane in the distance is Fotheringhay church. Just see the spire. Here's an old derelict farm building, and there's trees inside, and they're growing out where the roof was. You're getting cold again. All I can hear is your zip. And there's the house or the farm. I think every time we come there's a bit less of it. I bet the birds like it. I bet they've been nesting in it. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't get lost following these footpaths. They're very well defined. Yeah, we did get lost once, coming the other way, but it was, well, years ago, and I don't think it was defined like this. Just coming up to Fotheringhay, and the church is at the very end. Should be able to see the church in front, and we're hoping the pub's open. Cheers, we've got a beer, and I've got one down there. We're lucky to get in. Just had 2 beers at the Falcon, and that's the first pint of beer at a pub for a year. Just walking up to the church. The sun's gone in. It's got a lot of glass in this church. Look at the windows. it's locked off.
Nice to see that scaffolding.
Yeah, yeah. So walk round, shall we? Church is behind me, just here, and just looking at the bridge. And we've canoed along that river both ways, haven't we? Now we could see in the brickwork, they've actually put an extra buttress in. This would have had a glass window in there. You can see it? Yeah. They really had to reinforce it. Yeah. Yeah. God, that wind's cold. I think we need something to eat. Right, we're going to find a place we can get the stove out and have our meatballs and noodles. We've arrived at the Fotheringhay Castle Mound. Oh, there's a few vans in the campsite.
I don't think there's any facilities, is there?
They have a toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's about it. Jane doesn't want to go up the mound today. She's worn out.
yeah, need some food.
Needs some food. Can't have picnics here, so I know a place. Oh, there's a boat here. First boat we've seen actually here. It's not your brother, is it?
Anywhere on the river, I've not seen
Yeah.
any boats. I've got two.
God, look at that for a picture.
Two.
Yeah, two. Gosh. That's lovely. And there's the church. There's people on the top. Yeah, there's the Fotheringhay Church, and there's the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. And there's the Fotheringhay Mound, Castle Mound. Not sure if the battery's going to last, but we're sitting on this corner of the Nene Way, and we're looking down at Warmington and Warmington Mill, and we're having meatballs and noodles and tomato. And I'll say it again, we've been to the Falcon Pub and we've managed to get a beer, the first one this year, at a pub. Thinking about it, it is the first one in about 2 years, because the last time we had a beer, no, we had a beer on the pier at the theatre. Wasn't a pub. I don't. I must have been asleep that day. Anyway, get on with the dinner. Come on, you and your reflective jacket.
You're not going to lose me, are you?
This video is sponsored by... Who are we sponsored by?
Reflective jackets.
Reflective Jackets Co Limited. Run by George and Jane. I'm blooming hungry. And that looks a bit pathetic. Chuck the other stuff in, quick.
Now I want the meat to be cut. Does that work? That won't take 2 minutes.
Are they a tin meatballs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That beer's gone to my head. Good job, I'm going to have something to eat from driving home. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the noodles and the tomato.
Yeah, the meatballs are
a bit.
Yeah. Well, they're tin, don't they? Well, the gas stove's performing very well.
When you're hungry.
And the kit I've made up, this is our cycling kit.
Well, I think it's good for walking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just right.
Very light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially putting the tin in the plastic things.
Yeah, get rid of the tins. Put the tins into a plastic container and then just reheating it really.
Use it as a eating.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. This is the way we're going. Over to the lock. Warmington lock. Warmington lock. This really flows here, doesn't it? Oh, some plonkers left the gate open. And this one. Oh wow! Wow! Wait! Hey! Just across this field now to the mill, and that's it.